Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So it looks like the party is over, at least temporarily. XRP on the daily coming down quite a bit after we did see a new high printed yesterday of almost 53 cents. So now we're seeing, the trend come back down. We're seeing sellers take profit in and around here. But I guess this is just the beginning. Where is XRP going to go next? I mean, if this was a typical, cryptocurrency in a typical scenario, I would say that this is forming what is probably a head and shoulders pattern, and that we could see another move to the downside. However, we're going to be getting some news in the next couple of weeks with regards to the lawsuit. So, it's anybody's guess really at this point in time. I think, a lot of the news that was building over this last week was really pushing the price of XRP. And, at some point we were going to see profit takers taking profit. If I throw this on the daily here, you guys can see we have reached this level of resistance. It did touch this level up here, so maybe it's just getting rejected for technical reasons. So, that was a level that we wicked up to back in September of 22, October of 22. We did surpass that level back in April. We did touch it again in late April, and now we're also touching that level here of about 52.9, almost 53 cents. So XRP getting rejected up there yet again. I mean, this is the micro time frame though, so it's still anybody's guess. We could rebound and make new highs. Let's bring up Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is, following the trend as the crypto market is taking a bit of a dump. So even just taking a look at the crypto market as a whole, we've got Bitcoin down in the last 24 hours about 3%. We've got Ethereum down 2.2 and other cryptocurrencies as well. XRP is one of the only ones in the last 24 hours that is up. So even though XRP did take that hit, we've got most cryptocurrencies moving in the red. And that is because Bitcoin, the king crypto, is retracing. Now, if I throw this on the daily, you guys can see it's not really that significant in the grander scheme of things. We are still seeing Bitcoin really just kind of chopping sideways here, not making any kind of significant moves. And, this has been the case since about mid-March. So 2.5 months, not really making new highs. We got to get past $31,000. So, so that's one thing that'll help XRP and the rest of the crypto space. XRP, though, independently, is still looking fairly robust. It's looking as though this is because of a bigger market move. So it's probably the case that once we see the broader market rebound, we will see XRP rebound as well. I'm going to keep moving, guys, because Texas has come out and they're saying they're going to ban fractional reserve crypto banks like FTX, Celsius, and BlockFi by requiring proof of full reserves. This will make it a lot safer for Texans to buy Bitcoin and, other cryptocurrencies. Here's the latest, guys, coming out of Texas.
Millions of people lost money in last year's collapse of the FTX cryptocurrency exchange. But a bill that's been sent to the governor's desk now aims to regulate this kind of digital banking in Texas. Here's KVU's Darrenisha Heron.
If you're one of the millions of Texans who have invested in cryptocurrency, odds are you use an app like Robinhood or Coinbase to do so. Well, House Bill 1666 would make sure your money isn't caught up in fraud or stolen by these companies. We've seen it happen before with many digital asset providers, but notably what used to be one of the largest cryptocurrency exchange platforms, FTX. The leaders of that company are still facing litigation after being accused of taking billions of dollars from customers. House Bill 1666 would prevent that by requiring digital asset providers to maintain enough funds to ensure customers can withdraw their assets at any time, eliminate commingling customer funds with company assets, and present a report to the Department of Banking for a yearly audit. State Representative Giovanni Capriglione presented the bill and feels confident it will become law pending the governor's signature.
You will be comfortable knowing that when you invest online, when you're buying cryptos, when you're trading it, when you're selling it, that those assets are being washed, that they are being managed, and that there's an audit trail that protects those assets.
Failure to comply would lead to punishments ranging from a loss of license or criminal charges. Capriglione says cryptocurrency is being regulated all over the world, but Texas would be one of the first in the U.S. to do so. So he hopes the federal government will follow suit and lightly regulate cryptocurrency. At the state capitol, I'm Darrenisha Heron.
And lightly regulate cryptocurrency. Yeah, can you imagine we can have our cake and eat it too? I mean, in Texas, it looks as though they are doing it the right way, protecting the consumer. Unfortunately, at the federal level, the SEC is not taking the same stance. As we know, Cowboy Crypto here posting this. So guys, Warren Jensen just joined the board of Ripple, and in his role as the new chair of the audit committee, here's what he said he's going to do. Okay, what Ripple has already accomplished in terms of payment technology and industry leadership has been a game changer for crypto and more broadly, the whole financial services. He says he's going to bring his expertise to advise Ripple on their long-term growth and future financial performance, and that he's extremely encouraged by the future of this company. The news this week alone has been incredibly inspiring, which is getting me thinking maybe they did hire Warren Jensen. Again, he is a chief financial officer, so he does have a lot of financial expertise in terms of bookkeeping, auditing, right? The accounting side of things. So you got to think to yourself, right? Ripple made all these moves this past week or last week, and now Warren Jensen is on the board. So do they have something brewing that could be even bigger moving forward? We're also getting information from BitBoy Crypto. Now, BitBoy is saying that he's no longer guaranteeing that Ripple will win the SEC lawsuit. The XRP community is kind of wondering what the heck is going on with BitBoy. Is he doing this for clicks? Is he doing this for attention? What is his real stance on this? Mac Attack XRP bringing this to our attention now. This is an article stating BitBoy's opinion, summarizing what he said the other day. He says he's no longer confident that Ripple will win the multi-year legal battle with the SEC. According to BitBoy, it is no longer guaranteed that Judge Annalisa Torres will rule in Ripple's favor, considering new revelations. Well, what are those revelations? BitBoy made these remarks on his latest Twitter broadcast. And guys, here's a link to the full Twitter broadcast. The prominent crypto influencer called attention to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse's latest remarks on the expected date for the final ruling on the case. As the Crypto Basic revealed last week, Garlinghouse noted that the community should expect a resolution of the case within weeks, not months. Now, BitBoy noted that there are speculations that the case is over, and they are just awaiting an announcement. He further remarked, "I don't know if that's true. I told you guys like June or July. We're getting very close, and it is going to be absolutely amazing when this thing is over one way or another." He stressed that the outcome of the case resolution could greatly impact the crypto scene, either positively if Ripple wins or negatively if the SEC wins. He specifically emphasized the damaging hit the crypto scene would take if XRP loses the case. BitBoy further emphasized that most of the time he was sure that Ripple would win against the SEC, but now the YouTuber says he's not confident about the outcome. He says, "I do think that's what's going to happen, but it's not guaranteed, guys," he said regarding the chances of a Ripple victory. "I thought it was guaranteed for the longest time. I'd say 99.9% sure, but the way the government's going right now, I just don't know." So he is, now he's kind of backpedaling. However, BitBoy mentioned that if Ripple wins, the community can relax, knowing that the SEC perceived overreach has been clamped down. Despite the revelations regarding the lawsuit, BitBoy's bullish sentiment on XRP has not changed. So he is still bullish on XRP, but, he is saying maybe a win isn't as, I guess he's saying maybe a win isn't as guaranteed as we originally thought. It's interesting considering some other news that we have been getting and other opinions that we're getting from the XRP community, like Bill Morgan, a pro-XRP lawyer. Ripple was never guaranteed a win. The issues are far too complex to say either party is guaranteed a win. There should not be a scintilla of doubt caused by BitBoy's comments, as it is not based on any legal analysis. And guys, this is, the thing that I always like to go back to. When in doubt, zoom out, look at all the evidence we have, accumulated over the last 2 years. He's just talking about his own loss of confidence, and his loss of confidence is directly correlated to sentiment regarding government and the SEC and probably other regulatory bodies as well. So, I really would like to know, is it for clicks? Is it because he truly believes this? Is it because he's, trying to drum up interest in his podcast? I don't really know, because also, nothing has really changed. If anything, the lawsuit has only gotten stronger and more, as more evidence is coming out. We're still waiting for these Hinman emails, and we know that the SEC has, been trying to hide those emails for so long thus far. So yeah, a bit of an interesting turn of events, although nothing that I would suggest we need to really worry about, because the XRP ledger is going to continue to bring value to XRP holders, guys. The XRP native token on the XRP ledger is going to have utility. And guys, we're seeing companies foster that utility as we speak. Hey, XRPL community, we've got some exciting news to share with you. This has to do with the Intrin DeFi NFT marketplace. They're bringing a wave of utility to the XRP ledger, introducing our new state-of-the-art NFT marketplace, where users can securely buy, sell, and trade utility NFTs in a decentralized environment. So introducing utility NFTs, not just, your typical, the way NFTs were introduced originally. With our platform built on the XRP ledger, we aim to foster a community of NFT creators, collectors, and enthusiasts from around the world. So they have a splashy little video here that I will link in the description of the video. If you go to their website, though, you can check this out, discover digital art and collect NFTs. So the digital art NFT marketplace was, kind of the first introduction on, people purchasing, selling NFTs. This, that, and the other. But they are also touting real world value, or not real world value so much as just, what do they call it here? Trade utility NFTs. So utility NFTs, I don't see too many on here as of yet, but I thought I'd bring this to your attention regardless, because it is another NFT marketplace and it is being built on the XRP ledger. So for those of you interested in that kind of thing, again, the links are in the description of the video. I wanted to keep moving on because VeChain is also providing more real-world utility on their blockchain. VeChain official introduced a new virtual node to automatically distribute requests to a list of publicly known nodes. So guys, this coming from the Cryptic Poet here on Twitter. VeChain has in its latest blog post introduced a new virtual node to automatically distribute requests to a list of publicly known nodes. This is to ensure that there is a high availability and resilience by redirecting requests to live nodes, as well as retrying any failed requests. So here is the update. VeChain developers were proudly introducing our virtual node designed to ensure high availability and resilience by retrying failed requests and accessing only synchronized nodes. So a bit of an upgrade here. Most of the time, single nodes usually fail and end up with multiple issues. According to the post, outages are likely to occur even when there are complex setbacks, including fallbacks and automatic failover. The post further disclosed that virtual nodes is utilized in different dApps and has been battle tested in the past 6 months. Within that period, adjustments were made for the network to handle outages. So VeChain creating a more robust ecosystem for their blockchain. Adding these updates obviously is beneficial for these companies as they are starting to grow and they are starting to see more utility as well. The VET token has been a great purchase in the last bull run, and I still think it is a pretty good purchase now. On my Patreon channel, which I've been very fortunate, a lot of you guys are interested in seeing what I'm going to be trading in this next bull run. It is only $5 a month. VeChain was one of those cryptocurrencies that I've highlighted, a bit of a sneak peek, but I think probably a lot of you guys already knew that VeChain is one of my picks. Anyway, it is one of my picks, and just going back to the chart here, I was telling my patrons to pick some up in and around here. I cost averaged in and around 2 cents, just over 2 cents. And when I posted it on my Patreon, VeChain was trading at an even better price, 0.019. So now it is up in and around here at just about 2 cents, 0.0206. So the patrons who pick some up at this point in time are already seeing profits on VeChain. I mean, these guys are doing a great service, and their company has so much utility. There's so many companies around the world that are going to need what VeChain provides. So the VET token, another great option here. And for those of you guys interested in watching me trade, only $5 a month on Patreon. It's patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. This one from ACI Worldwide. Asia Pacific continues growth trajectory in real-time payments market, leads the way in cross-border payment linkages. So a Ripple company, guys, in this case ACI, they are reporting huge growth in business. Real-time payment transaction volumes in the Asia-Pacific region specifically are expected to grow from 49.2 billion, and these are 2022 numbers, to 96.2 billion by 2027, representing a 14.1% growth according to this 2023 prime time for real-time report published by ACI Worldwide. Now, ACI Worldwide doing these studies, they are already a Ripple partner, so they've got skin in the game. They are seeing where real-time payments are moving, and they are projecting where utility for DLT technology is going to move in the future. So they're global leaders in mission-critical real-time payment infrastructure, and this is a partnership with Global Data, a leading data and analytics company. APAC, the APAC region is one of the most innovative RTP markets globally, with advanced user-friendly services such as QR code payments and mobile native experiences propelling RTP adoption. Support from governments and central banks and their investment in modern infrastructure is key to RTP adoption in the region. So then they're looking at new entrants into the region. So some countries that are highlighted here. Indonesia, a new entrant for rapid RTP growth. Malaysia, poised for continued growth in RTP adoption. We've got Thailand as well, burgeoning RTP market driven by consumer and mobile wallet adoption. New Zealand, huge opportunity to unlock the benefits of RTP adoption. And so then they go on into ACI's inside real time. But, you just take a look at these countries. We've already heard of Ripple partnerships happening in Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Thailand specifically. The Monetary Authority of Thailand is big on RippleNet, and New Zealand as well. So there's already a lot of adoption here. ACI is, just pushing that. Some of the bullet points here, as we talked about, that, huge growth by 2027. Also globally, 195 billion RTP transactions were made in 2022, representing year-on-year growth of 63.2%. And governments and central banks in the APAC region play a crucial role in developing this. So as I mentioned, the Monetary Authority in Thailand, they are one of those central banks that has adopted RippleNet, advanced user-friendly services and QR code payments. That is what's really going to make, a lot of, in a lot of cases, these payments seamless, convenient for a lot of customers. And so, the APAC region as well, they are already, they have been really big on crypto adoption, huge proponents of it from the beginning. And so ACI Worldwide, a Ripple company, a Ripple-enabled company, giving us the stats and letting us know that growth is just going to continue. Now, I want to go back a little bit to BitBoy's comment here and his analysis, his feelings on the lawsuit, not feeling as confident as we once thought. I wanted to contrast that with this guy's from Rodrigo here. The SEC just entered a proposed settlement in their case against Ishan Wahi, the former Coinbase employee, which is a complete surrender and shows the weakness in the SEC's theories about secondary market trading of crypto. So guys, this could in fact sink their secondary market argument, which would in fact bode well for Ripple, okay? This is a meaningful development for the industry, he says. Let me read you guys this. As a reminder, Wahi, his brother, and a friend were charged by both the SEC and the DOJ for insider trading tokens based on confidential information about future listings that Wahi got from Coinbase. Wahi pled guilty to the DOJ charges and settled, but strongly contested SEC charges. Paradigm filed a brief supporting Wahi's defense against the SEC, arguing the tokens could not be deemed securities, even when they were initially sold in securities transactions. Down here, he says, today, SEC settlements doesn't admit any legal conclusions about the security status of tokens and doesn't require Wahi to pay any additional penalties, in addition to those due for separate criminal cases, and 3 includes immaterial injunction not to violate Section 10B. In other words, okay, so in plain English here, the SEC completely folded when faced with a spirited defense pushing back on their claims that tokens trading in secondary markets were securities. So guys, that is big, and it is an important result for the industry. Dave Shapley here posting this. Why is this a good thing, though? Dev teams, exchanges, and everyone in between are timing news and buying and selling based on information. Is that a good thing for crypto investors or making crypto more mainstream? It's an honest question. To be clear, trading on MNPI is clearly bad. Luckily, we don't have to expand securities laws to cover this. Wahi already pled guilty to DOJ charges and is going to prison as a result. SEC should still be forced to stick to the law even when pursuing bad actors. But guys, the bigger point here, it does strip away their claims that trading in secondary markets are in fact securities, and this could in fact bode well for Ripple. And I think, to be honest with you, it kind of already has, as per Ashley Prosper here. You just have to look at the last week and all those partnerships, all that news that got the XRP price to really kind of rally up here over the last week or so. And I know it has corrected over the, let me throw it on the hourly. I know it has corrected just over the last day or so, but guys, it's already starting to move up. XRP right now trading back up towards 51 cents. And Ashley here kind of pointing out the obvious. So Brad says the case is ending in weeks, not months. Hinman docs are coming out June 13th. Brad likes the Digital Asset Buys tweet about the case being over. Then there's the Disney movie that's coming out with characters named Ember Lumen and Brooke Ripple. Remember that? If you guys don't, I did a video about it a few months ago, and I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. There was also that tweet by David Schwartz saying Ripple has water and Amazon has fire. So those same elements, Ember Lumen, Brooke Ripple. Okay, video surface of Google Assistant saying XRP price will be unavailable after June the 13th. Also did a video on that, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner. I'm sure many of you guys remember that one. Ripple acquires Medico. NASDAQ congratulates Ripple. XRP price climbs. Ripple's on-demand liquidity partner Tranglo partners with Al Ansari Exchange, the UAE's largest outward personal remittance, and Ripple launches CBDC platforms. Doesn't sound like a company that's about to lose a lawsuit and disappear anytime soon. All we need now is for Jim Cramer to come out and say the Ripple case will never end in June. I gotta say, Ashley, I couldn't agree with you more. I would love to see that, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.